Welcome back, Tough Kid Nation. Today we're going to hear some encouraging news. The Wall Street Journal ran an article this weekend entitled, "Goodbye Gentle Parenting, Hello, F Around, and Find Out," also known as FAFO. Yes, there is a voice in the wilderness shouting back at us. That's not our echo. That's saying what we've been saying all along at the Tough Kid channel. If you're unfamiliar with our channel, Tough Kids explores the childhood virtues we learned growing up in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, long before the soft, sedentary days. Pre-internet, pre-smartphone, pre-social media. We cover the old-school parental tactics of tough love that created respectful, yet resilient children. In fact, there's a code that we understand, amazing in both its accuracy and its power to conjure up the memories of your mother's voice. Get your ass in the mother effing house right now before I beat your ass. But before we break down the Wall Street Journal article, I ask you in the most cordial, non-aggressive tone to please consider subscribing to the Tough Kid channel. And of course, if we earned your respect, put pressure against the like button. And then maybe even share our videos with some of your friends and leave a kind comment below. I'd appreciate it, and so would Bert. And that segues into the Wall Street Journal article. Carla Dillon tried lots of ways to discipline her rambunctious 13-year-old, including making him write the same contrite sentence 100 times. But when he sprayed her with a water gun at a campground after she asked him not to, she saw only one option. She threw him in the pond, clothes and all. FAFO. Fool around and find out. Some of the best lessons in life are the hard ones, she said. Hey, we get it. A subscriber to our channel once put his finger into the electrical socket after being warned not to. He got zapped and his fingers turned bluish black. His father smiled at him and said, "I bet you won't do that again." FAFO. Fool around and find out. FAFO is based on the idea that parents can ask and warn, but if a child breaks the rules, mom and dad aren't standing in the way of the repercussions. Won't bring your raincoat? I'll come in the downpour. Didn't feel like having lasagna for dinner? Survive until breakfast. Left your toy on the floor again? Go find it in the trash, under the lasagna you didn't eat. FAFO. Fool around and find out. Parenting that's light on discipline has dominated the culture in recent decades. I know, we built an entire YouTube channel discussing it. But critics blame the approach for some Generation Z problems in adulthood. They cite surveys that show young adults struggling with workplace relationships. Was it because their parents never told them no? Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And they're suffering from depression and anxiety. Was it because their parents refereed all their problems? Hey, gee, you think? For parents who have spent years trying to meet their children's emotional needs without slipping into overt permissiveness, FAFO can sound blessedly simple. Dylan, 35, knows the approach can be off-putting. Maybe your kids wouldn't like that, but, not to be rude, my kid is tougher than yours. My kid is tougher than yours. Where have we heard that word before? She said her son, who was comfortable in the water, thought it was hilarious, but still learned a lesson. She wants to teach her children to be responsible, persevere through hard times, and treat others with respect. Hardline parenting is necessary for a child's survival in a harsh world, says FAFO father of 5, John Wellington. The era of the participation trophy is over. It caused a lot of us to get a little soft. We've covered this vacuous participation trophy before, and its hollow impact on the bogus self-esteem movement, so you've got no argument here. The second place trophy for actual accomplishment in 1976. Compare that to the participation trophy today, just for showing up. Wellington, 46, a stand-up comedian from Somerville, South Carolina, recalled that when he and his brother misbehaved, they had to stare at each other's eyes while their parents simultaneously spanked them. FAFO. In the real world, when you commit to a loan or a car payment or a house payment or even a marriage, he said, you have to finish that thing until it's over with. Becky Kennedy, the psychologist known as Dr. Becky, who sees aspects of FAFO working. All that mindful adulting has robbed parents of their freedom and left them tiptoeing around their children's feelings. The article concludes with, millennial parent Madison Barbosa said she struggles with boundaries and is a chronic people pleaser because of the type of parenting she experienced. People feel weird about creating a generation of soft kids. And my opinion is, would that be so bad? I'll repeat what Miss Barbosa just said. People feel weird about creating a generation of soft kids. And my opinion is, would that be so bad? Yeah, it would be extremely bad. Detrimental, in fact. Don't you get it? Recently, Barbosa posted an image of a bite mark on a child's arm after her children got into a fight, calling it "my gentle parenting F-up" because she reacted by screaming at her toddler. Barbosa's followers leapt to her defense. In the comments, it was easy to spot the FAFO parent of the biter. "I bite mine back," the person wrote, and she never did it again. She never did it again. Imagine that. You caused pain and thought there was no repercussions for it, but then you experienced the same exact pain that you inflicted on somebody else, and then you never did it again. What a novel approach to discipline. FAFO. Fool around and find out. We end all shows here at the Tough Kid channel by saying, always remember that back is the way forward. We'll see you next time.